What's going on, everyone? Lullet here. Today we're going to be trading our first Ethereum option together. Super excited. We've done this before with Bitcoin options, so I'll link a video on the channel for a full overview of the platform we're going to use and kind of how that goes on with Bitcoin options. But with that, today we're going to be doing Ethereum options. So with that, see you on the other side. We're going to get straight into it. Alright, so the platform we'll be using is LedgerX and LedgerX.com. So looking at the splash page, Bitcoin and Ethereum options and futures have never been better. So they only had Bitcoin options back in the day, right before they released Ethereum, literally today at the time of this recording. And so they just updated the language to say that contract size of 0.01 BTC, which has always been there, but 0.1 ETH in terms of the minimum contract size. And exploring your options, you can buy and sell Bitcoin and Ethereum. And there's extra details here, feel free to pause, but I'll sign in and let's look at the platform. So when you log in, you got BTC and you got ETH. And so we're gonna be dealing with Ethereum here naturally. And so available for trading, I got $202.75 in the account at this current moment. If you see position locked, there's 0.14 BTC because I do have options that I sold to open. And so this much BTC is basically locked up in those option contracts. But if you see for Ethereum, it's zero. And so we're gonna do that here today. So other options, you can transfer funds. And so just looking at Ethereum's price, you got 2,115.56, and the volatility for Ethereum is basically represented here, just for context, as we look naturally within options. So left to right over here, we got calls on the left side, we got puts on the right side. And from left to right again, positions, nothing open at this time. Open interest, this is what it looks like. Your bid, your ask, and so this is the call side on the left again, puts on the right, and down the middle you got your actual expiration date as well as the actual strike price. On the right side you got options trading strategies, so basically some extra information about covered calls or protective puts is what they're calling it. And so trade blotter is basically saying, hey, what time and timestamp specifically and the date, basically what was kind of the trading history on the whole platform as a whole, to kind of get context, whether we look at kind of what are the bid and asks that we can actually request or put in terms of our limits for certain type of contracts or arrangements. So that's here on the right side, and this updates naturally as I refresh the screen and otherwise. And at the bottom, positions, nothing open and no open orders at this very moment. So with that high level overview, here we go. I'm going to trade my first Ethereum option. I'm really happy if you're watching this far. Thank you for being here, seriously. All right, let's do it. So looking over here, basically we got August 27th or December 31st. And for me personally, I'm just wanting to try it out. I'm just eager to do this. So August 27th, couple months out, so 8 weeks or 2 months, whichever way you want to look at it. And the way I look at it is, for example, $2,000 strike for Ethereum. If I'm willing to buy 0.1 Ethereum, and the reason I say 0.1 is because the minimum contract size on this platform, LedgerX, is 0.1 ETH. And so $2,000 strike, and you got your bid and ask of 229 to 300. And so the roughest math says that 229 divided by 2,000 is a little more than 10%, and I think it's 11% change. So if I were to press this, then basically we kind of see the pop-up for what we can do. So over here, Ethereum, 27 August 2021, and you got $2,000 in your strike, and what type of contract, call versus put. So the order book is telling us, hey, the bid size, so 10 contracts, 100 contracts, 100 contracts, what price are we looking at? And ask price on the flip side is basically 300, 320, and somebody put in $499 basically for 10 contracts, which on $2,000 to get $500 in premium is literally 25% premium, just for context, and over 2 months, that's talking about 12.5% a month, or per week, 3% a week. So just pretty cool. If it ever executes, then that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. So recent trades, you can kind of see, okay, well, 5 of them got filled at this time. Here's the price, basically the premium they requested. And this actually is very good as an indicator for what I'm trying to do as well, because as I can see, the bid on the low end was 229, but if they're getting filled at 320, then there could be a better opportunity here. And for context, because $2,000 in terms of strike is basically what it would execute at, that premium that we're getting is basically decreasing our average cost if, of course, Ethereum falls below that price on that actual expiration date. And so, AKA if we're assigned. And so with 320 to 250 in this range, basically I'm going to put in, let's see, so my trades, there's nothing. And so let's say we do 1 contract, and let's just say, right, we put just for fun here. So coming back to how much was it? The most recent trade 320, 300 here. So let's request 320 as well. Let's see what happens. So as we can see, so underlying premium or underlying the asset itself is 0.1 ETH. So that's what I would receive by me giving away, exchanging the $200 essentially that I'm putting up as collateral in cash, and I would receive 0.1 ETH. And basically the premium I get is 32 bucks. So from a percentage standpoint, 32 divided by 200, 16%. And so I can buy long or I can sell short. And the point is here, implied volatility delta, it's not populated here, maybe due to lack of data points on the specific platform, I'm unsure. But without looking at these indicators in the first place, basically I can sell to open, let's say I do it, right? So I sell, so sell short, summary, limit, 32. So to break even, it actually gives it to you on this platform. So naturally $2,000 minus 320 premium for one full ETH would be $1,680 for the average execution price of Ethereum, which I'm comfortable getting it at that price. So let's do confirm, and just to be very clear, it'll be locked up, my 200 bucks basically, and collateral may be assigned at this much on that date. Very straightforward. So confirm, let's see what happens. So put sell order received. So if I X out and if I go to open orders, it's here, 320, so status 0 of 1. And usually, you know, when there's a lot of liquidity or the price is more like towards the bid and ask in terms of where that midpoint is, naturally execution would be a lot faster. But today being the first day, seeing what type of open interest there is and what type of volume is going on this platform for Ethereum specifically, let's see what happens. But I'll give it a couple moments here and then I'll adjust this limit price if needed. All right, I gave it a full minute, so I'm gonna go adjust this price. Let's see how it goes. So looking back at the screen, 320, I'm gonna go ahead and edit order. So let's see, I'm gonna still do one contract, and the premium I'm gonna ask for just for funsies is gonna be, let's say, arbitrarily 287. I'm just putting it out there. I'm okay with it. Let's see what happens. So save and edit. All right, open orders are updated. So yeah, 287, and give it another minute, see what happens. So waited a hot second, no execution. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just make sure the trade goes through just to show and kind of bring the point home and make it official that we traded our first Ethereum contract here. But more importantly, it also gives insight into kind of the volume and kind of what's there. Today's the first day, and so this platform has been great in terms of Bitcoin options so far, and I'm testing it out with Ethereum naturally. So anyhow, with that, just want to give that insight. We're gonna do it and we'll take it from there. So coming back to this screen, y'all. So edit order, let's edit it. Let's do one contract. All right, 229, 225. I know if I pick 225 or 220s, it has to go through. So on that note, all right, let's do 225, save and edit, open order updated, please check, and no open orders. So with no open orders, what does it mean? So we got our positions, we got short, we got -1 quantity here, and 2,000, so right here, updated over here, we got -1 for one contract. So sold a put essentially, and between this bid and ask, what we received, if you look carefully, at 25.50. So in the beginning, this balance was basically 202.75. So naturally, that premium I requested is what we got, and so this cash basically can be withdrawn immediately. So if I go to transfer funds and withdraw, for example, I'll be able to withdraw that and it wires it to your bank account versus ACH. So it gets there, even though it's not 2 to 5 days, kind of like ACH, it's not really immediate, like in the next half an hour, like a true wire, but it comes usually the next day. If you came this far, thanks for coming to the end. You know how it is. And thank you for sharing this life experience moment with me. Seriously, thank you. So with that, you know how it is.